I have the fasting headache again today, you guys. Oh, it's the worst. What's going on, you guys? It's Ashley. Welcome back to the channel. Thank you for joining me. I just got done putting my little graphic on my November fasting board. Today was water fasting. Yesterday, unfortunately, I did give in. I had a really bad headache yesterday too, and it was a tension headache. I had it in the back of my neck. I couldn't get it to go away. I did eat a salad. It's a salad, you guys. I'm not going to kick myself in the teeth for it. So I went ahead and put my little intermittent fasting graphic on there because I did fast the rest of the day. I'm pretty happy about that. But today has been all water, so water graphic. So today's topic is, what are the benefits of fasting? Now, if you guys have been fasting for a while, you might already know the answer to this, but for those of you who are fasting and you are just doing it for weight loss, there's a ton of other things that you guys can benefit from just by doing fasting. Okay, and that also actually includes intermittent fasting, the shorter fast, and then the extended fast as well. So all these different benefits are going to depend on how long you do your fasting. Okay, so let me just read off a couple of them because there's about 8 million of them. Not really, but there's a ton. Okay, so weight loss, inches lost, reduce inflammation, lower insulin sensitivity, lower your blood sugar, lower your blood pressure, increase your energy, detoxification, clearer skin, less acne, less digestive issues, so there's less bloating, less gas. There's a complete reboot to your entire immune system. Then you have improvement in your brain function, and improved focus and mental clarity. You have autophagy. You have improved eye health and vision, which I actually experienced. And it can also increase your lifespan even because it decreases the degeneration of your muscle tissues. That kind of goes into like your autophagy and all kinds of stuff. Fasting is also anti-aging. So if you guys have ever seen somebody's before and after when they do a fast, like especially a pure water fast, they'll actually appear to be aging backwards. So it's really cool. There's tons and tons of benefits. So I wanted to just go over a couple of them with you so that you have more information just on kind of like the main ones. Okay. So number one is going to be your weight loss. And before I jump into this, I want you guys to remember that when you do fasting, you're not in starvation mode. You are in survival mode. Your body knows what it's doing. And because it knows how to switch over to survival mode rather than starvation mode, you actually get all the benefits and you're not just killing yourself. Okay, a lot of people are very concerned when somebody mentions fasting because they think it's starvation. And I actually did a video on that already. You can check it out. It was day 2. Okay, so isn't fasting just starving yourself? That video I talk about how fasting and starvation are two completely different things. So check that out if you want more information. So your body is in survival mode. So this is some of the benefits that you're going to experience. Okay. Obviously the weight loss, right? That one is a given. With that comes the inches lost as well. And the reason that it happens when you're fasting is obviously you're not taking in any food. The way that your body works is you eat your last meal. Your body will take what you've eaten, use what it needs to as energy. It will store the rest as glycogen. And the glycogen gets stored either in your liver or your muscles. When it needs the energy, aka fasting, it will go ahead and go through those stores and use what it needs to function. The first 3 days of fasting, your body will go to the nearest energy source, which is your muscles. However, it's not stupid, you guys. You're in survival mode, so it's not going to go after your muscles for long. It realizes that there's no food coming in and you need to have the strength to go and get food. So it's going to switch over to fat. Okay, ketones. It's burning those ketones. There goes your energy increase. Okay, so you have the weight loss going on. You've gone through your water stores, your glycogen stores. You are now fat burning. You have the increased energy because, again, your body is in survival mode. So you need to have that energy to go after and run after your food. Okay, think prehistoric times here. So the reason that you get the increased energy is because of the increased mitochondria production. And the mitochondria are pretty much like our energy powerhouses. So your energy is going to shoot high up. A lot of people experience that, the high level of energy. Once they get past, the 3-day hump where they're going to experience headaches, sugar, withdrawals, the keto flu, even if they happen to be low on electrolytes, different things like that. But once you get past all the yucky stuff, your energy is going to go sky high. My daughter comments all the time, I just yap a million miles an hour, blah, 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 blah. And you can always tell when my ketones kick in. Another thing too is your lower blood sugars. You will have lower blood sugars, obviously, again, because you're not eating anything. So when people eat, especially carbs and sugar, excess protein, like a lot of protein, their sugars will go up, and that is actually what causes higher blood sugars, diabetes, that type of thing, because the more you eat, the more your insulin's supposed to come out. The more your insulin comes out, the more insulin resistant you're going to be, the more insulin you're going to need for the big old long mess, different video. But your blood sugar is actually going to start going down as soon as you stop eating. Okay. So, he's okay. So then you're also going to experience something called autophagy. Now, autophagy, and I will be doing another video on this that's more in depth, but autophagy is pretty much like your recycle center, and that is when your old and damaged proteins and different cells and tissues and stuff are going to be recycled and reused and broken down and sent to other areas. So autophagy is really good for you guys. And with fasting, there was Dr. Mindy actually just released some kind of study that she saw that said within 17 hours autophagy starts. So if you guys fast for as little as 17 hours, you can actually get that benefit of autophagy. Anti-aging, like I was talking about, the production of stem cells is increased, and stem cells, they don't really have too much of a specific purpose, except for they will go and kind of repair what needs to be repaired when the body needs them. And so increased, stem cells will actually be beneficial to you, because when we eat high carb meals and sugar and insulin, and we have insulin up and all kinds of bads, when we're treating our bodies very badly, put it that way, those stem cells can actually get damaged and broken down and not really benefit us too much. But when you do fasting, they increase to where you actually should end up with a surplus. And so you will appear very youthful. Then we have your anti-inflammation. Anti-inflammation is a really good thing too, because a lot of people have autoimmune disease. That's an inflammation. Things like MS and different things that your body is basically, the immune system is reacting to some kind of foreign matter that it doesn't like. So by way of fasting, it's an elimination diet. And so it makes it that much easier for you to realize what is actually causing you to have the inflammation. And when you have inflammation, there's some kind of damage, and water is going to surround it, and you're just going to feel really crappy. So when you're fasting, your body is getting rid of all that stuff that it doesn't want, that it doesn't need. It's pretty much resetting your whole system. So then when you start introducing foods, when you do your refeeds, you can see right away what your body responds to positively and what it responds to negatively. So it's a really good way to see what causes your body to be inflamed and thereby reduce it. Next it is anti-cancer. So cancer, if you guys didn't know already, survives on sugar. And when you eat carbs and sugar, you are feeding cancer cells. Now, cancer cells can or cannot turn into tumors, depending, but here's the good thing. When you are fasting, your body is running on ketones. Cancer and tumors, they cannot run on ketones. They cannot live off of ketones. So you are essentially starving cancer. So that's pretty awesome, right? Then we have your improved rebooted immune system. 3 days in, your immune system actually gets a complete reset. Your T and D cells enter the bone marrow, where they basically get supercharged. And so when they get supercharged, they are going to pretty much be able to fight off a lot of different things, not to mention the antioxidants that go up when you're fasting, which basically your body's in the repair and reboot mode. And so your antioxidants are up as well. Now, number 9, we also have less digestive issues, which I was talking about. And one thing I want to point out here is everybody likes not having to feel bloated or have gas or anything like that, heartburn, that type of thing. Fasting can actually help with that a lot. And the one thing I did want to say with that is never trust a fart when you're fasting, because it might not be just a fart. Just a little PSA, you know, don't trust a fart when you're fasting. Take my word for it. The last thing I wanted to talk about was better vision. And like I said, this is something that I've personally experienced. I went to the eye doctor not too long ago, and he actually said that my eye health had improved. The reason that it is because many of the issues that we have with our eyes are triggered by high insulin, high sugar, high carbs, all the bad processed stuff that we're putting in our bodies, because it's severely depleting us of the necessary vitamins and minerals and stuff that we need for our eye health. So by fasting, you're getting rid of all the toxic stuff, okay? And then you can feed yourself all of the necessary vitamins and minerals that you need for better health. I was on keto for 2 years, and I had cut out all the carbs and the sugar and everything, and that was the way that my eyes actually improved. So my prescription went down. I've heard that actually from a lot of different people. So anyway, day 4 is complete today. I am going to take it easy. I am going to probably go lay down in my bed so that I am not tempted to eat. But I would say that it is a definite success today. I'm super proud of myself, and I am looking forward to day 5 tomorrow. Hope you guys will stay with me through this whole entire month. Hope you guys are doing well on your fast. If you did not start a fast, you don't have to, but I would love it if you guys would join us. Yeah, we'll go from there day by day, you guys. I'm here to help motivate and encourage you. So anything, any questions, comments, anything, you can leave them down in the comment section below. You can also feel free to share the video if you know anybody who is on their fast and they want to know a little bit more information. Anybody who is just now learning about fasting, feel free to share it with them. And as always, I will check in with you guys tomorrow for our day 5. Thanks for watching.